start today's episode of the Living World Part 2. Now, what are the learning objectives of today's lesson? First, we are going to know about the taxonomic categories. We will know what are taxonomic categories. Then we are going to, from the lower order till the higher order, we are going to discuss everything in details, like from the species, genus, family, order, and class and phylum and kingdom. We are going to discuss that in details. Now let us move on to today's topic. Now here comes the taxonomic categories. So what are taxonomic categories? Now classification, as we have discussed earlier, it is classifying the animal, and it is not at all a single step process, right? It involves a hierarchy. Hierarchy means stepwise things are divided. Now it involves the hierarchy of steps, in which each step they represent a rank or a category. Is it clear? So there are a hierarchy of steps. Now the category is a part of the overall taxonomic arrangement, and it is called taxonomic category, and all categories together, they constitute of the taxonomic hierarchy. Now each category, they are called the taxonomic category, whereas when they are combined together, the overall taxonomic arrangement, what is made, is called the taxonomic hierarchy. Now when we take each category, what it is referred to as, it is a unit of classification, and in fact it represents a rank and is commonly called a taxon. So each category is referred to as a unit of classification, and in fact it represents a rank which is commonly termed as a taxon. Now when we move on to this taxonomic categories, what we can say that this taxonomic categories or hierarchy, they can be always illustrated with few examples. Like if we are taking insects here, example of insects. So what we are doing when we are taking insects, they represent a group of organisms. And how we are recognizing insects? We are recognizing them with 3 pairs of legs. We can say that they are having 3 pairs of jointed legs. Is it clear? So we are telling that they are having 3 pairs of jointed legs. So these are the characteristics which are helping us to identify the insects. Now it means insects are recognizable and which can be classified, and thus they are given a rank or a category. Now further, when these taxonomic groups or categories are having distinct biological entities, and they are not only the biological entity, they cannot be merely morphological aggregates. So they are called the categories or the hierarchies, which are in this way illustrated by taxonomic categories. So in this taxonomic categories, how we are dividing the category, if we are taking from the higher order to the lower, how we will discuss? We will discuss it as kingdom. Then below that comes the, now we are going to tell a poem, or I can say that I'm not a poem, I can make you understand just a form of sentence which you can memorize, so that it will be easier for you to memorize or to learn this full hierarchy. Now let us first write kingdom, then it comes phylum or division. Okay, then after that comes class, after that comes order, then comes family, then comes genus, and then comes species. Okay, so this sequence you need to memorize full, otherwise you won't be able to come down the hierarchical order. So this is the highest order and this is the lowest one, species. This is the lowest form. So is it clear? So this is the highest one and this is the lowest form. So from higher to low, if you are coming, it is kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Now we are always moving from higher to lower for our benefit. But when we are studying in this hierarchy, I'll be teaching you from species to kingdom. So it will make your learning easier. So let us proceed. Now to remember the hierarchical order, what we can say, just I have made us like a poem like thing. We can say that we can just memorize this, that king played. So we will be taking the first alphabet of each word and we will be writing the hierarchy. King played chess. king played chess opposing, just it's not a that type of meaningful sentence. You can just learn this. King played chess opposing 40 group soldiers. So this is the sentence which you can remember. So king played chess opposing 40 group soldiers. Now if you are taking the first of each, so it comes kingdom. So this is kingdom. Okay, then after kingdom we can say the P which comes, it comes for phylum. Then comes C, chess, we can say class. Then comes O, that is order. Then comes 40F, that is family. Then comes G, that is genus. And then comes S, that is species. So if you just remember this sentence, that king played chess opposing 40 group soldiers. So king played chess opposing 40 group soldiers will give you the full hierarchical order, that is kingdom, phylum, class, order. So full kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So this is the full order you are getting here from this poem. Or you can say that king played chess opposing 40 group soldiers. This is just a sentence. This is not that meaningful sentence also. So I've tried my best. You can make your own sentence as well to learn this hierarchy, but it should not be a mistake in between. So the order should remain the same, that kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Now we will proceed with the next slide. Now first, from the lower order we are starting here. From the species we will start. So let us start from the species. What are these? Now the taxonomic studies which consider a group of individual organisms with the fundamental similarities are called species. Like they are a group of individual organisms with fundamental similarities as species. Now, one should be able to distinguish from one closely related species based on distinct morphological differences. So, what are the distinct morphological differences? Now, this Magnifera indica, Panthera leo and Solanum tuberosum, we can differentiate them from the morphological point of view. How? Now, all three names, this indica, this tuberosum and this leo, they are all representing specific epithets, right? They are representing specific epithets, whereas we can say that the terms Magnifera, Panthera and Solanum, they are all representing the genera. So is it clear? So this three, indica, leo and tuberosum, they are representing specific epithets, whereas the terms this Magnifera, Panthera and Solanum, they are representing the particular genera. And they represent another higher level of taxon or a category. So genera means genus. So the next higher level of category, this Magnifera, Panthera and Solanum, they are representing. So that is another higher level or higher category of the hierarchy. Now each genus, we can say that they may have more than one or more specific epithets representing different organisms. So for example, we can say that Panthera. So if we are taking this genus Panthera, so there is Panthera leo as well as Panthera tigris. So when we are taking this genus, this specific epithet called tigris and as well as leo, they have different, we can say that they are having different specific epithets also. Now Solanum also, Solanum includes species like nigrum as well as melongena. So this Solanum is tuberosum. So other than that, Solanum like nigrum also is there and Solanum melongena also is there. Now when we are taking the species, like we can say that human beings are belonging to the species sapiens. Okay, they are belonging to the species sapiens. Now which is grouped in the genus. So the genus here will be, the genus is Homo. So Homo sapiens. So sapiens is the species, whereas this is the species, whereas Homo is the genus. Okay, is it clear? So this is how we are discussing the species, and whereas when we are moving to this Magnifera, Panthera and Solanum, they are all into the higher level or they are representing the genus. In human also we are telling that Homo sapiens, whereas Homo is the genus, whereas sapiens is the species. Now try to just understand each and every topic so that it will be clear. No need to memorize or learn full thing. You just need to understand. Now moving on to the next higher order, genus. Now genus, it comprises of group related species which has more than one characters in common in comparison to species of other genera. Okay, it is having more than one characteristics common in comparison to species of other genera. Now let us give some example like potato and brinjal. Now they are aggregates of closely related species and both belong to the genus Solanum. So their genus is same, Solanum, but they are having different species. Is it clear? So genus same but species are different, like lion and leopard. They are belonging to the same genus, that is Panthera, but their species are different, like Panthera leopardus and tigris. So they are having several common features which are like all species are of the genus Panthera are the species are different. So their characters vary when their species are also varying. Now another example is there. We can say that Felis, that is a group which includes the cats. This is also another genus which differs from another genus, that is Felis, which includes cats. This genus differs from another different genus. So they are all differing in the part the genus is. So previous one was species and this was the genus one. Let us move on to the next, that is the family. Now here family has a group. It is now next come to family. Now family has a group which is related, having related genera with still less number of similarities and compared to the genus and species. So genus and species were having more number of similarities with each other. When it comes to family, they are having less number of similarities. Now families are characterized on the basis of both vegetative reproductive features of the plant species. Now three different type of, we can say that genera like Solanum, Petunia and Dhatura are placed in the same family Solanaceae. So these three different genera are placed in the same family category Solanaceae. So family has a group of related genera with still less number of similarities as compared to genus and species. Now Panthera, when it comes to genus Panthera, they are having lion, tiger as well as leopard, and it is put along with the genus. Okay, Panthera genus, they are having, we can say that, comprising the lion, tiger and leopard, which is put along with the genus. Now Felis is another family, Felidae, and Felidae and Canidae, these two, on observing the features of both cats and dogs, you will be fond of having similarities as well as some differences, but they fall under two different families, that is Felidae and Canidae. Though their we can say that both their properties vary from each other, so we have grouped them into two different families like Felidae and Canidae. Is it clear? Now families, we have told that they are having less number of similarities and they are characterized on the basis of both vegetative as well as reproductive features of the plant species. Now we are moving on to the next higher. Now next we are coming to the higher order, that is order, or it is the higher taxonomic category, which are identified on the based aggregates of characters. Now based aggregates of characters, we can say that generally order and higher taxonomic categories, they are identified on the basis of the aggregates of characters, and order, it is actually a higher category and is the assemblage of families. It is the assemblage of families which exhibit a few similar characters, very few similar characters. Like if we are taking example of plant family like Convolvulaceae and Solanaceae, they are included under the order of polynomials. So just you need to memorize these important terms. That is, if examples of some Convolvulaceae and Solanaceae are included under the plant family of polynomials, which are based on mainly the floral characters. Now in the animal order, if we are taking that carnivora means, we all know that carnivorous animal under the group carnivora order, they are the families like Felidae and Canidae. So this Felidae and Canidae we have studied in the previous genus also. We have studied Felis there. Here we are studying the order, like families like Felidae and Canidae. They are under the animal order Carnivora. Now after order, what it is going to come now, just we will give a quick recap of that line what we have learned, like king played chess opposing 40 group soldiers. So till opposing order has come, opposing 40 group soldiers. So then F is there, then comes family, that is F family, then group means the genus. So we have started from the species. So species, group, genus, then family, then we have come to order, then we are going to the next one, that is the class, and then finally we are going to phylum and kingdom. So let us move on to the next one. Now class. Now what is class? This category actually includes some related orders. Now for example, when we are taking the class like primata comprising the gorilla, monkey as well as the gibbon, it is placed under the class mammalia, and along with we can say that order carnivora that include tiger, cat and dog. Now class mammalia has the other orders also. Now we are taking this category in related orders. Now primata like monkey, gorilla and gibbon, they are placed under the class mammalia and they belong to the order carnivora, which we have studied in the previous slide. And this class mammalia, they have other orders also. Many different orders are there, but the class is under which this mammalia. Like that we can say that like reptiles and other things, they come under the class amphibia. That is those who are staying both in land and water. So reptiles are also coming, some few other animals which are living both in land and water, they are called class amphibia. So that class also varies, class mammalia also varies. They are having several different other orders also. Is it clear? Now let us move on to the next one. Now next higher order comes the phylum. Now classes, we have told that classes like mammalia, reptilia, fishes, birds, along with that we can say that mammals constitute the next higher category or the phylum. So this is the next higher category of the phylum. Now all these are based actually on the common features, that is the presence of the notochord and the dorsal hollow neural system, which is mainly present in the phylum chordata. So chordata means those who are having the vertebral column or those who are chordates. So they fall under the phylum chordata. Now in case of plants, classes with few similar characters are assigned to the higher category called division. Now in case of several plants, the classes with few similar characteristics or characters are assigned to the next higher category called division. Now next to this comes the highest order, that is the kingdom. So let us discuss that. Now here comes the kingdom. Now all animals belonging to various phyla are assigned to the highest category called the kingdom Animalia in the classification system of animals. And the kingdom Plantae on the other hand is distinct and comprises of the all plant beings. So kingdom Animalia contains all animals, kingdom Plantae contains all plants. Now hence we will refer to these groups as animal and plant kingdom. Now this animal and plant kingdom, we are having a lesson in each animal and plant kingdom in detail. So here I will not go in detail, just you learn this kingdom Animalia and kingdom Plantae. Now going higher from species to kingdom, so we have started from species and now we are moving on to kingdom. We are now in kingdom. The number of common characteristics goes on decreasing. So the more we are moving up to the higher category, higher hierarchical order, the less the common characteristics, they keep on decreasing. Now lower the taxa, more the characteristics that the members of the taxon will share. So in species, the characteristics, sharing of characteristics, common characteristics will be more than that in kingdom, or than that in after species comes genus, order, class. Like in the sequence, when we are moving hierarchical order higher, then the common characteristics will reduce. Now higher the category, greater the difficulty of determining the relationship of one taxa with the other taxa at the same level. So the higher the category, the greater there is a difficulty of determining the relationship to the other taxa at the same level. So is it clear to everyone? We have already discussed about species, genus, family, order, class, phylum and kingdom. So this is all what we can discuss about the taxonomic categories or the hierarchy of this taxonomical classification. Now we are going to just study about organisms with their taxonomic categories in one chart. Just here with few examples, I have taken a chart. You can go to your textbook. If you are having any other examples also, just go through it to understand this full hierarchical system. Now first we have taken man. So man, we can say that it is Homo sapiens, a genus is Homo, family is Hominidae, order is Primata, class is Mammalia, and phylum or division is Chordata. Okay, so we are taking it like this. Now next comes housefly. Housefly is Musca domestica. Musca is the genus name. Now Muscidae is the family, Diptera is the order, Insecta is the class, and Arthropoda is the phylum or the division. Now mango, Magnifera indica is the biological name, genus is Magnifera, family is Anacardiaceae, and the order is Sapindales. Order is Sapindales, class is Dicotyledonei, and the phylum is Angiospermae. Now wheat, when we are moving to wheat, Triticum aestivum is the biological name, Triticum aestivum, genus is Triticum, and family is Poaceae, and order is Poales, class is Monocotyledon. So we have studied about Monocotyledonous and Dicotyledonous. So here the class is Monocotyledonei and the phylum is Angiospermae. So this is a few common examples which I have taken. So they are falling under kingdom, these are falling under kingdom Plantae and these are falling under kingdom Animalia. So then they have been divided under Insecta class, under phylum Chordata as well as Arthropoda. So that is from lower to higher order. If you are moving, you have several characteristic specific thing that when we are in species they are having more common characteristics, but when we are moving to kingdom they are having lesser characteristics. So this is all for the first chapter in details I have made you study. So please go through your textbook, NCERT book, or whichever book you are having. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please do subscribe, follow my lessons. It will be clear for each and every chapter, and please subscribe to my channel so that you can keep on getting the updates. Thank you.